Welcome back. Today we're going to share with you a gluten-free muffin recipe that I make for both of us that we have 3 times a week. Never mind, that's not important. Anyway, we have them during the week. So if I'm not going to throw things on the counter or on the floor, then I'm probably going to mess up my words. That's just how I roll. All right. We're going to start, first of all, disclaimer. Edie and I live in our mom and dad's old home. This part of our home was built in 1947. So just ignore all of this. We're working on this slowly. We're trying to get the home all caught up to the 21st century. It's a process.
That wall back there doesn't even have electricity. It's built out of railroad ties.
True that. This wall behind us, all the outside walls right here are stacked railroad ties. They aren't even framed like you do in a regular home today. They're just, a railroad tie is, what, about this big? And they're just all stacked on top of each other. So our house is real secure. It's just really hard to get electrical into the wall. So anyway, that being said, now I'm going to start with the muffin process. Okay, the first ingredient, and this is what I use. Because we don't really eat eggs, so what I use is egg powder. And I use a rounded thing of a rounded 1/3 cup of egg powder. But if you want to use eggs, it's about 3 eggs. Then I use a cup of honey. Now if you heat honey, it can destroy the nutritional properties in it. And you know I like honey, raw organic honey. I use it a lot. This isn't raw organic honey. It's raw and filtered honey, supposedly. I don't know for sure. I'd have to do more research. But it's going to be heated anyway, so I'm not that concerned about the nutritional properties in this. If it doesn't destroy all the properties, then yay for us. If it does, then it's not my medicinal honey that I use from Trader Joe's so much. But anyway, it's a cup of honey. And it's sticky. And getting it out of here is a challenge. Okay. And then 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I like to use the Thrive vanilla. It's dried, and it's my favorite. So, but you can use the regular vanilla too, the liquid vanilla. So there's 1. And I might be able to get another one. There we go. And there's 2nd teaspoon. Then it's 3/4 of a cup of mashed banana. And another thing I want to explain to you, we, as you know, both of us are lactose intolerant. We have sensitivities to dairy products. But when we went to see our natural doctor, our herbalist, the one we call our voodoo doctor, she said that even though we are sensitive to dairy products and lactose intolerant, we can eat cultured dairy. She said eating a good cultured yogurt is still okay for us, and it's actually good for you because it also provides a probiotic. So we make sure that the yogurt that we use is cultured, and it says so right back here in the ingredients. It'll tell you that it's cultured when you look. And again, 3/4 of a cup. Put that in there. Okay. And then we've mentioned before that we get a garden. We had our first garden last spring, and we had lots of produce. In fact, I grated up our zucchini and put them in freezer bags and put them in the freezer, and we're still eating off of our zucchini from our garden. So this is, I took it out of the freezer and I thawed it out, and it does leave it a little bit runny, but it still works just fine. And I put 2 cups of shredded zucchini in. And again, if you don't have a garden, you can use fresh zucchini and shred it up. And then, we've mentioned this before too, I believe, this Thrive gluten-free powder, or flour. I think we've mentioned this before. I also have gluten sensitivities, so whenever I make anything with flour, I always make sure that it's gluten-free. So there's 1. 2. 3. Then 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. And if you get a little more, that's fine too. I like the spicy flavor. And then 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder. And 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay. Now, because I didn't think ahead, I'm going to stop the video for just a minute while I get out the mixer and the beaters, and then I'll let you join me again. So hang on there. Okay, I've mixed it all up. But there's 1 more ingredient, and I love this. Trader Joe's dark chocolate cacao nibs. Cacao is much healthier than regular chocolate. I just put a whole bag in there, and then kind of just stir it gently, or beat it gently. Now I use the Walmart brand cupcake liners, but these are the jumbo liners because I like the jumbo liners better. So I just take 1/3 of a cup. And you don't want to get it too full, just a straight 1/3 of a cup. And I fill each liner with 1/3 of a cup of batter. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then we're going to put it in the oven. I'm going to fill the rest of the cups, then I'm going to put it in the oven for 25 minutes at 350 degrees, and then we'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So the muffins have baked. The recipe makes 16. However, we had company, and he's somebody who has done so much for us.
Our garden whisperer.
Our garden whisperer. He does stuff for us all the time. And I was pulling him out of the oven when he was here, and so now we only have 14. But that's fine with us. But anyway, this is what they look like. If you listen to what our garden whisperer says, they're yummy. So
He wants to buy a dozen.
And I said, no, I will make you a dozen. Anyway, we're going to put the recipe in the description below the video, so it'll all be there. And if you have any questions, put it in the comments. You know, we'll try and do more recipes. And I didn't spill anything. Yay! All right, give us a comment, give us a like, and subscribe, and let your friends know about us. And thanks so much for watching.